Wednesday night's NBA. Action here on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson. Well, Doris, we got a clash at the 5 spot here tonight. Can't wait to see these centers go at it.
BA, there was once a point in history where we were talking about, is the 5-man phased out of the game? And all of a sudden now you have several MVPs who occupy the position. It is unequivocally going to be a special matchup tonight.
And now the Los Angeles starters. LaMelo Ball is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Moses Brown. Then there's James. And it's Ware in at the 4. Pass to Milton. Stolen by Ball. Now here's Thybulle. Three-pointer. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Edwards with it. Picked up by James. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Shots blocked. James deciding where to go with it. Brown, a screen on Edwards. Inside. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. And the foul called on Moses Brown. That's his first foul of the game.
Not exactly how you want to dive into the game. Picks up his first foul right off the bat.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Gobert with a screen on Ball. To the paint. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
Here's Ball. And the layup falls. Ball's got his second basket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
A great job to establish position and square up.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's James. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Here's McDaniels. Sinks that one from the post.
Yeah, Jake McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The officials were right on top of that one.
First trip to the line for him here. And the first one at the line is good. So hits one and misses one at the line.
Despite the fact that LeBron James is now in the league for over 2 decades, he continues to dominate.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
James doesn't go for him. Good D by Gobert. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Doris, you look at the tools McDaniels has on defense. He can be special.
He can. There's incredible length, the reach, the strength. McDaniels very much able to be a shutdown defender against the best offensive players in the game.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. I talked with Coach about LaMelo Ball and what he said to his guys before the game, and he said to me, I just told our guys to be active out there. LaMelo is an energetic, springy player, and we can't let him out-hustle and outwork us. LaMelo is a challenging assignment for any defense. We'll see how this unfolds. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively. That's a specialty. Flying to the basket with no fear and conversion.
Milton passes to McDaniels. Milton with a screen on James. Here's McDaniels, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, such an impressive athlete. Mr. McDaniels, send it in.
Brown, a screen on McDaniels. Here's James, and it's James with the jam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
It's stolen by Thibault. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. And Ball gets it to go.
What a finish by LaMelo Ball. Thin frame, but that length at 6'7", he can mix it up now.
Ball against Milton. Here's Edwards. The Lakers with a rebound. Last time they met in Los Angeles.
Because they took initiative and went right at the defense, a lot of the calls went in their favor.
Two things are a product of that. One, you shoot a ton of freebies. Two, the other team goes deep into its rotation. Neither one of those two things is going to work.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Well, Doris, one thing about LaMelo Ball, not many true point guards walking around at 6'7".
BA, the length of a forward and yet one of the most prolific playmakers in the game today. That gives a coach a lot of versatility and options with one individual player.
Minnesota again missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Brown, a screen on Smart. Ball passes to Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
LaMelo Ball has that basketball on an absolute string and always times his passes quite nicely.
Pass to Gobert. Now Hachimura. Smart outside. No good again that time. And Ball will bring it up here for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 5-point game. Outside Thibault. Here's the three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Hachimura, the pass to Gobert. McDaniels with it. Launches it. No good that time. For 3, James nails it from beyond the arc. James has got 8.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And Minnesota making a change here. Sensaball's checked in.
Give him a hand, fans. Your Timberwolves break your dance.
Hachimura outside. Smart passes to Edwards. To the middle. Here's Hachimura. Hauled in by Brown.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Brown, a screen on Smart. Ball with it. Hachimura covering. Knocked loose. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. And right in the middle of winter, hot off the press, some fresh power rankings. Taking a look at Minnesota, they're a rising team climbing to 5th on the board.
Checking out the Lakers, they continue to look incredibly dangerous. The cohesion and teamwork they show on a nightly basis has a lot to do with that.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Poke loose. And it's the Lakers on the break. And Ball throws it down.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
To the inside, here's Hachimura. No good, and they can't put it into the drought.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
Down low. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Edwards looking it over. Pass to Gobert. Here's Sensabaugh. Hachimura sets a screen. Clock at 6. Now Gobert. Lets it go. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Lakers lead by 13. Brown, a screen on Smart. Thibault with it from the arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Hachimura, the pass to Edwards. Takes a three. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Brown, a screen on Smart. Pass to Ware. 4-3. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists tonight.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
All right, that was a Timberwolves dancer. Make some noise.
Here's Sensabaugh. 20 points for him last game against the Lakers. To the paint. A shot to stop the run. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Ball. Brown, a screen on Smart. Ball passes to Brown. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, we saw some movement at the trade deadline, Doris, and now teams have to integrate new players quickly.
Brian, this is always such a fascinating dynamic to me because contending teams usually make trades because they feel like they're one small piece away. But inevitably, you have messed with the innate chemistry built over the course of the early part of the season. Now you've got to get the newcomers up to speed in terms of your vernacular, what your rotations are, and how quickly can they get acclimated to the wants and desires of their teammates. I love this process.
Here's Hachimura. 20 points for him last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Smart for 3. Counted from distance.
Well, Marcus Smart has come so far as a three-point shooter. This guy very capable from distance.
Pass to Thibault. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
No good on the second free throw.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Gets the 3 to fall. And the Lakers lead by 17.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Back to Smart. 4 on the clock. A deep 3. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 7 rebounds in the game. Brown with a screen. Pass to Ware from deep three-point land. The offensive rebound. That one's good for 2. Brown's got his second basket on the night.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Hachimura outside. And here's Clark. Back to Hachimura. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
I mean, that's about tremendous body control right there. And you love that Hachimura willing to accept the contact.
McDaniels is checked in for Clark.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
Thibault on the wing. Puts up a 3. Noah grabs the board.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Pass to Smart. Here's Noah. It's McDaniels on the wing. Covered by Thibault. McDaniels can't hit.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Ball passes to James. The Lakers with another miss.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Releases. Again, the Timberwolves score.
You cannot take Noah for granted in there, a veteran who will make the right play.
Brown, a screen on Smart. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Pass to Sensabaugh from deep. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Brown's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Ware. Fires from deep. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 5th assist in this one. 35 seconds left to play in the first. Smart against Ball. Pass to Sensabaugh. Smart for 3. Ball with the rebound.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
And there's James from the arc. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Vintage LeBron James. He's cooking, and this guy may be the best to have ever done it.
Here's Sensabaugh. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. Hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. And don't go far. We'll be right back. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
we've got Marcus Smart, and it's Noah in at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves.
Never thought I'd say this, but you simply cannot back off Marcus Smart. When you do that, he's going to bury you.
Ball. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And every team is looking for length on their roster.
Yeah, the reason, BA, is because of the quality and skill of shooting. Guys are coming across half court, and they can shoot the basketball at 35 feet. The reason you need length is there's more area to cover. Increasingly, Brian, it's getting harder and harder to play as an undersized guard in this league.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. James is checked in for Thibault. And over the last month, these are the teams that have been getting it done on offense. The Lakers, number 1. In the 3rd spot, the Timberwolves.
These have been 2 of the top offenses in the league as of late. Their confident shooting has been creating some really impressive point totals.
And Minnesota has possession, trailing by 19. Ball against Smart. Pass to Sensabaugh. Now Clark. It's Smart on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Here's McDaniels. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. McDaniels gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you.
And it's been interesting watching Ball find his place in the league. He's done a good job improving his game and focusing on the things he does best.
The shot. And it's Smart missing.
That's an example of great defense. His teammates love that about him. Always why the shooters struggle against this guy.
Tipped. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Here's Ball. Gets his 2nd attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And we have seen Ball add some muscle over the years so that he can power through that contact.
Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Just disrespectful. If the D gives him a clear path to the hoop, he will take it.
Let's just say they were a little slow to react there.
Yeah, and despite his restrictions offensively, you still have to close off the lane or he'll burn you.
Pass to McDaniels. Tries a 9-footer. He hits the back iron and sinks it. McDaniels got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Los Angeles leading by 17. Here's Klingon, and out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. And a moment to check out who the Los Angeles Lakers have coming up. On Thursday, they're off to Oklahoma City to face off with the Thunder. Then on Saturday, they'll go up against the Jazz in Utah.
Some might look at this schedule and already mark off how many wins they'll get, but I think that's a mistake. You can never take a night off in the NBA. Even the ones you think will be easy are tough.
LeBron, he's checked in for the Lakers. LaMelo Ball comes in for James. Ball with a steal. Pass to Ball. The 3-ball. He can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 17. Smart looking around. McDaniels with it. Here's Sensabaugh. No made baskets yet. 3-pointer off the mark.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
James can't get it to go. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Clark, the pass to Smart. Back to Clark. Walker pulls down the board.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Pass to James. Fades back. No good on the shot.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Walker covering. Here's Sensabaugh. He's been contributing over 15 a game.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Here's Klingon. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. You gotta like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
Boy, much needed timeout. This guy's scoring at will, and they've had no answer.
Rudy Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards comes in for McDaniels. Edwards against Ball. Now here's Edwards. Tight defense on him. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I love that Rudy left no doubt. Show off that power, Rudy.
And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly. He's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes.
Got a hand on it.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Walker with it. He's picked up by Edwards. And Ball throws it down.
Yeah, you can see the impressive vertical of LaMelo. This guy gets to the cup and slams it home.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Shot's good by Sensabaugh.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Screen by James. Ball passes to James. And it's James with the jam.
You call this a groove, folks, offensively. When shots are falling, you're getting to your spots. LeBron James right now on his personal playground.
Pass to Smart. Beyond the arc. Shot's good by Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh's got 5 points.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Time called here. The Lakers decide to talk it over. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
And I love the aggressiveness they showed at the start of that game. They were really ready to attack the rim.
You know, typically when you go that hard to the rack, you can make a living at the charity stripe, and that's exactly what happened.
Clock at 4. And again, the Lakers, no good. Timberwolves trail by 18. Outside Edwards. Knocks it loose. Thibault with a steal. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Clint Capella.
It's not a great trend for him. Not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. Maybe it's his effort. Who knows? But that's something that needs to change.
Hachimura's checked in for Minnesota. Milton comes in for Smart. Ball against Milton. Shot clock at 6. The 11-footer. The kick out to Edwards. Fires the 3. Edwards on target.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
James outside. The 3. Nice shot there, making him 8 for 13.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
Pass to Thibault. Here's the 3. Hachimura with a rebound.
Boy, a forgettable night for him, but thankfully his teammates have played well overall.
And Milton, here we go. Up and in on the layup.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Los Angeles leading by 16. Now Ball. A 23-point game for him in the win against Minnesota.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Milton, no good. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. And looking at the 2K leaderboard now, here are the 2 guards who have been shooting the lights out over the last 10 games. 5th, Anthony Edwards.
These long-range shooters almost always have the green light because they're just so accurate.
You don't want to get into a three-point contest with any of these players. The range we see among that group is beyond belief. Even against the tightest of coverage, no shot is a bad shot for any of them.
McDaniels is checked in for Sensabaugh. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him. Milton against Ball. It's stolen by Thibault.
He was all over that play. He knew exactly where they were going with the ball and swiped it away.
Here's Edwards.
Oh, wow! Incredible!
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Has to Ware. The 3 is up. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now. Hachimura from long range. Rebounded by LeBron.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And he banks in the layup. James has got 24 points.
Almost seems unfair, gentlemen, to have a guy as strong as LeBron be able to handle the ball the way he does.
Here's Milton. Count that one.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Los Angeles leading by 15. Ball outside. Has to Ware. Puts up a 3. Here's Brown. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
And this is exactly what he's capable of. He finds different ways to make an impact. This time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
Milton passes to Hachimura. That 3's off the mark.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Here's James. And that one's good. 26 points for him.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Timberwolves trail by 19. Outside Edwards. Sinks the tray. Edwards got 10 points.
Anthony Edwards getting into that pull-up game. Nicely done.
1:36 left in the first half of this one. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. To the middle. The shot won't fall. Good work defensively by Thibault. The Lakers lead by 16. James outside.
Whacking James like the D does there is the right move. I mean, especially when you consider how strong he is.
So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the line. And he makes a first. Both free throws good from James.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
Back to Edwards. The 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Now he's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the second quarter after coming up dry early.
It's James on the wing. Launches it. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. James has got 31 points.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Minnesota shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. No good on that one. And Los Angeles making a change here. Walker's checked in. And he sinks the second. 43 seconds left in the half. Capella, screen on Milton. There's ball with a three. And they get it back. Back to Walker. Let's go with a three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Milton passes to McDaniels. Free throw good, McDaniels.
The reputation for Jaden McDaniels is he's a lockdown defender, and that's cross-positionally. Now he needs to continue to develop offensively. This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Here's Brown. It's blocked by Gobert. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. There's 10 seconds left in the second. Capella, screen on Edwards. Brown. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's on Rui Hachimura. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Second personal foul. 15.
And both free throws good for Brown. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. It's his first trip to the line. Free throw good, Edwards. And both free throws good for Edwards.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
For three, Klingon. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've reached halftime in this one. The Lakers on top, up by 15. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Los Angeles Lakers.
The way they have owned the paint, not only will they win the game, they might not even sweat in the fourth quarter.
Good news is we have great AC here in the studio, so we never have to sweat.
Ah, it's so cool in here.
And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
And for that game against the Thunder, they've had the better season, but this game feels close.
More than a few analysts have predicted an upset here. I'm going the other way. I think they take care of business. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
And here's Milton. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. 15-point game. And so in the game for Los Angeles, Saddiq Bey out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Walker. Then it's Lonzo Ball. And it's Klingon in at the 5 spot. Walker against Edwards. The kick out to Milton. Back to Edwards. Shoots over Walker. Edwards, no good. The Lakers lead by 15. Now here's Ball.
Lakers foul. Clear. First personal foul. First team foul.
Minnesota has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Here's Edwards. Oh, Anthony Edwards takes flight.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Ball against Milton. Ball into the lane. Bey from long range. Sinks it from distance. Bey's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Timberwolves trail by 16. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his 3rd foul so far. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Ryan, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that.
Such a creative player. Ball is especially clever at figuring out ways to draw fouls.
And so he hits both. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
Boy, plenty of time left in the clock. He needs to keep his poise. That's his 4th foul now.
Milton against Ball. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball. That free throw, no good.
At the line for 2. Milton.
Good on the second one. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Pass to Klingon. Over Gobert. Klingon's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 15. Milton with it. He's got 6. Outside McDaniels. To the inside. Gobert hammers it home.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
Ball passes to Bey. Back to Ball. There's the triple. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Oh, sweet move. The Frenchman, Gobert.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
Here's Milton. And, yep, it's good. Milton's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
On the wing, Bey. Pass to Capella. Ball outside. Bey from long range. Hachimura with a rebound. Hachimura's got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
And now they've got to be careful at the defensive end. They're over the limit much earlier than they should be.
That's good for Milton. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Los Angeles leading by 10. James outside.
Well, the basketball IQ of LeBron James is off the charts. So adept at finding ways to get to the line.
So far tonight, he's gone 4 of 6 at the line. That free throw, good from James. Sensible is checked in for the Timberwolves. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. This break gives us a chance to look back on the last month and see which teams racked up the most points in transition. The Lakers, number 1.
They've been playing at a fast pace, which plays to their strengths.
Second free throw, no good. And we're starting to see some big contracts for NBA head coaches, Doris.
Well, B.A., whether we are talking about player contracts or coaches' contracts, the cost of business is the cost of business. And coaches, to me, earn every penny. Because what happens when teams underperform? The first fall guy is typically that head coach. I have zero problems with the salaries.
The Lakers in the lead. Here's James. James takes the hit and sinks the shot.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Bay outside. The three is up. Here's Klingon. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Well, just it's easy to say. This guy... wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Here's Milton. He got a piece of it. Outside Walker. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Doris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. 3-level scorer, versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league.
Thibault, he's checked in for Bay. Shot's good by James.
Yeah, LeBron, too many options, too many weapons at his disposal when he runs the pick and roll.
Nabbing another steal.
Yeah, this guy has been stealing the ball at an incredible rate, closing in on 5th place on the all-time list.
His defense has been elite for years now. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Right side Thibault, and stolen by Edwards. Gobert passes to Milton. Now here's McDaniels. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
You see the work Anthony Edwards has put in on his decision making. That's a pretty setup.
And here's James. He's got 36 points. Outside Thibault. It's James on the wing. Yes, great play by Walker to set it up. James has got 39.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Some changes for Minnesota. Clark comes in for Anthony Edwards, and it's Marcus Smart in for Milton. And the Lakers also making a switch. LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for LeBron. Outside McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Walker. 5 on the clock. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Yeah, Jaden McDaniels is a guy who will embrace physicality, does a nice job drawing contact.
And so he makes both from the line. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Ball with no fear to the left side wing. For 3, Klingon. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. Timberwolves trail by 12. Pass to Smart. All sorts of time. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Lakers have gotten 7 of 16 shots to go so far in the third quarter. The 3 from Ball. Oh, man! Way out there for LaMelo.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Smart for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Klingon's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Ball. 17 points in the game. Into the lane. And Ball throws it down.
Wow, you see the decisiveness right there with LaMelo Ball. Makes up his mind on the drive that he's going to dunk it.
Smart against Ball. Now here's Smart. He's covered closely. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Well, what phenomenal work deep inside the post. Smart, willing, and able to get himself to the line.
The first free throw is good, and Minnesota making a change here. Miller's checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Vanderbilt's checked in, and he makes the first but misses the second. Los Angeles leading by 16. There's Ball with a 3. Smart with the defensive effort. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And he's going for the oop here. Kicks it out to Clark. Pass to Sensabaugh for 3. Rebound, the Lakers.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
There's a screen. Ball passes to Thibault. Offline with a 3.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
From about 16, shot's good by Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh's got 7.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
Ball passes to Thibault. Off target with the 3. Timberwolves trail by 14. Pass to Smart. Back to Miller. Now Clark. Miller finds Clark. 6 to shoot. Miller, the pass to Gobert. From outside the arc. Sensabaugh, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Now Ball. 19 points in the game.
One thing that impresses you about LaMelo, the way he reads defenses and makes the game easier for everyone around him.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Brown, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Jaylen Brown comes in for Thibault. And so Ball nails both of them. The Timberwolves have gone 50% from the field in the third quarter. 8 of 16. Clark against Brown. Smart for 3. And Smart nails the triple.
Well, though he's not known as a prolific three-point shooter, Marcus Smart takes his time, delivers. That's a big-time shot.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And he's made a case for first-team all-defense. Doris, Jaylen Brown, the complete game.
Brian, what you love to see from a great player that's just entering their prime is the pride they take in being well-rounded. Do you want to absorb a big-time defensive assignment? Jaylen Brown wants to do exactly that.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Nance is checked in.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Sensabaugh. Off target from outside.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Wow, LaMelo is always a tough matchup, but tonight, almost impossible.
Smart passes to Nance. Now Clark. It's Smart on the wing. Hounded by Ball. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the pick. The 3-ball. Knocks it down from distance. Sensabaugh's got 10 points in the game.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Ball passes to Brown. Goes back up. The kick out to Walker. Now here's Ball. 23 points in the game. Pass to Brown. 3-pointer. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Lakers lead by 16.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Ball's checked in. No luck on that one.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Smart against Ball. Inside. Here's Sensabaugh. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Miller's checked in for the Timberwolves. Ball no good. Timberwolves trail by 14. Smart right side to the middle. And Miller the bucket on the assist from Smart. Smart has got assist number 5 here tonight. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throw. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Miller, and it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
What a nice-looking drive with LaMelo. Such a hard contest because the guy can handle and he's got size.
Pass to Sensabaugh. To the inside. Here's Noah. And here's Clark. Brown with the block. Ball with it. Brown, a screen on Smart. Ball with it. And Clark picks him up defensively. And Ball gets it to go.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And so Smart will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 16. Miller outside. Back to Smart. 4-3. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And here's Ball. Brown, a screen on Smart. Here's Ball. The kick out to Ball. From the arc. It doesn't go for him.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Miller, the pass to Smart. To the wing on the left. Miller finds Smart. Back to Miller. Pass to Sensabaugh. And another basket for Minnesota.
Leonard.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Ball. There's the drive. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
That's a tough walk back to the showers. I'm pretty sure he'd like to have a couple of those plays back. Yeah, too bad he fouled out. But this team does have some depth at his position.
Lineout's checked in for Miller. Here's Sensabaugh to the paint. Here's Noah. Rejected by Brown. Ball passes to James. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Ball against Smart. Shot from 12. And he gets the jumper to drop.
I think it's crucial that Marcus Smart be able to drain these mid-range shots, right? He does a great job squaring himself up.
Ball passes to James. Yes! He's still got it! LeBron!
It's just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Pass to Sensabaugh. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And Minnesota making a change here. Edwards is checked in. Getting it done inside. Edwards.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Where? That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
So it's Los Angeles now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
James against Edwards. Here's Edwards cutting inside, and it's blocked by Thibault. And he gets it back.
Well, Anthony Edwards has got a well-rounded offensive game. He can put it on the deck and draw contact. Shows you right there.
He throw good, Edwards.
Anthony Edwards. Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Now Ball. Here's James. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
We've seen this a million times. James using his incredible hoops IQ and getting to the free throw line.
That free throw good from James. Lakers call timeout. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what the Lakers coach was going over with his guys. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Gobert. And stolen by Brown. Now the Lakers moving it up. There's Ball with a 3. Drops in the 3. Ball's got 14 points now in the second half.
That's his second make from distance this half after hitting none before that.
Now Gobert. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 11 rebounds in the game. Lets the 3 fly. That one's good from James on the assist by Ball. James has got 48.
Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give him the ball and let him go to work. And they're just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
McDaniels is checked in for Sensabaugh.
Number 3, Jaden McDaniels.
It's stolen by Thibault. Here's James. And again.
And you know what him reaching 50 points means. He's moved up another spot in the record books.
The second spot is his alone now for most 50-point performances in a year.
Yeah, and he's hit that mark 31 times. One more than Wilt's 1963 season, but it's a long way to Wilt's 62 season at 45 games.
Brown, a screen on Milton.
LaMelo Ball, a guy who is so unique in terms of his frame and the game, but boy, the potential is limitless.
First free throw is good. And technology, always a conversation, Doris. So talk to us about wearable sensors and where that is between the league and players union.
Yeah, you know, obviously there are some privacy concerns because what these wearables give you are devices to measure how healthy a player is. What should his exertion level be based on all kinds of health information? Resting heart rate variability. What was the quality of sleep? Quality of sleep is a huge issue in the NBA with all the late flights and tip times, et cetera, cross-country travel. When you're investing millions into your players, you're trying to take the best care you can of them, and some of that goes to the information you can glean from these wearables. I love them.
Ball against Milton. From downtown, and it's James with the three. James has got 55.
All night. He just won't let up.
And Milton's got the ball here for Minnesota. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Los Angeles has gotten 4 of 7 three-pointers to fall in the fourth. Outside, Brown. James against McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. Off the mark from 16 feet.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And hey, we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
And Edwards slams it in.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
Ball passes to James. The three-pointer off the mark.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Doris, coaching is a difficult job. You think they're judged unfairly?
I do, PA. I think they go into any circumstance, and it's largely contingent on what is the strength of the organization. What's your ownership like? What is their commitment level to winning? What is your front office and the decision-making process like? But we all know this. Like, the coaches ultimately are the ones who are judged by wins and losses. They know that going in. I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Milton against Ball. Now here's Milton. The D's right on him. Pass to Hachimura. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Boy, even with the contact, Rui Hachimura doesn't lose his touch or his concentration. So tough to distract this guy. Boy, what else is new? This guy's accuracy this quarter has been phenomenal.
For Minnesota, they've gone 7 for 15 in the fourth. Milton with it. Thibault picks him up. Here's Gobert. Back to Milton. From behind the arc. The rebound by Ware. Now here's Ball. Pass to James. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Hachimura's got his 6th rebound on the night. Milton with it. Here's McDaniels. Oh! And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
What a bonus when Jaden McDaniels is humming a little bit on the offensive end.
And you look at the development of AI. How might it affect the league going forward, Doris?
I think there's so much to be learned, Brian, about that exact thing, whether we are talking about the league or whether we're talking about society to a greater extent. As it relates to the league, how will teams employ it for scouting? Does it impact shot selection or player contracts? Maybe even the negotiation of the next CBA. Truth is, we really don't know. What we do know, it's coming fast.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's Ball. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. And the Lakers with possession here. They get the rebound. Out to the right wing. Here's Ball. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Down low. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Hachimura can make play after play above the rim. This guy's got a natural, gifted, athletic frame.
And it's Ball off the drive. And the shot goes down. Ball's got 9 points in the quarter.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Thibault on the wing. A minute 53 left in the fourth. No good with the triple. Timberwolves trail by 21. Here's Edwards, plenty of space, and another basket for Minnesota.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
And there's James from the arc. Here's Brown. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
And when you're the ones trying to fight your way back into the game, you simply cannot allow second chances.
Well, how about the effort on the glass? Even with this lead, I love that they're still going after it.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Lakers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they're going to win this one, making this their 47th victory so far.
They had their number all year long. That 4-0 record says it all. They had the advantage in every crucial area.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for LeBron James.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
First one falls for him. So both teams changing it up here. Milton hits them both. 44 seconds left in the final quarter. Outside Paul. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a... three-point play.
Jaden McDaniels.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 35 seconds left in the fourth. For three, James. He buries it from three. And the Lakers lead by 21.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And so Smart nails them both.
Boy, I just love how Marcus Smart plays the game of basketball. He's aggressive, he's intelligent, and he doesn't mind getting under your skin.
And a nice finish on the layup.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Here's Edwards, and he drives in. And there's James from the arc. Misses. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, LeBron James.